It's another Monday, so welcome to Facebook Live with Dr. Long at Westview Wellness. Today we're going to be talking about ab exercises, specifically for diastasis recti. Diastasis recti. So what exactly is diastasis? Why would you be interested in this? Diastasis recti can actually happen to both men and women. A lot of people think this is only a female issue because the ab muscles really stretch and elongate in a woman when she has a baby. And sometimes those muscles don't knit back together. But that can happen to men too. If you get a corona beer belly, a coronavirus that is, or it could be from drinking too much Corona beer. Either way. But I printed out this graphic to show you the ab muscles that we really like to talk about are the six-pack, right? To see this definition is really nice. And we know that we can get that six-pack from doing a lot of ab crunches, crunch, or leg lifts, or other things like that. But getting that six-pack is not necessarily what we're talking about when it comes to lower back pain. There are some people that have the six-pack that are like, oh, my muscles are ripped, but my lower back is always hurting. And it could be because of the transversus muscles. So those are these muscles right over here. So whereas the six-pack goes vertically, the transversus muscles come across, and they are actually the innermost layer of muscles. So whether you had a baby 6 weeks ago or whether you had a baby 16 years ago, sometimes after those muscles separate and stretch from having a baby, they don't knit back together like they're supposed to. And that can give somebody long-term lower back pain. So we have a lot of people that come in and they're like, oh, my back is hurting, my back is hurting. So part of our exam is always to do a postural analysis. And I'm going to try to show you what your posture should look like. Okay, so a lot of times people come in and they're just like this, and they feel that pain going across their lower back. Well, I am embarrassed to say I've been eating a lot of carbs, lots of cookies and stuff too during our quarantine. But aside from that, I know that when I see this position and when their belly is kind of just hanging out, there's a potential for diastasis recti. There's also potential for lower back pain because we should not be walking around like this. When I'm looking at posture, the shoulder, that shoulder tip, should match up with the hip, should match up with the middle of the knee, and should match up with this bone out here called the lateral malleolus, and everything should be in a nice straight line. Otherwise, you have the potential for shoulder issues, lower back pain, that sort of thing. So I frequently will tell people to tuck under. So if you're like this, or my sisters used to say that I walked with a duck butt, so if you have a little waddle, you're going to want to tuck under, really squeeze those buttocks in and hold in those lower abs. And this position will really help to relieve lower back pain. I even notice sometimes when I'm standing too long, like if we're at church and we're late, so we don't get a seat, so we have to stand in the back. If you can tuck under, that will help to alleviate some lower back tension. So that's something that's really easy and useful to try. Some people will say it's like scooping ice cream from your belly. If you take a big ice cream scoop and you imagine that your belly is the ice cream, you're going to want to scoop and really suck in and hold. And that position is supposedly a lot better for your posture and a lot less degeneration and pressure on your spine too. But I wanted to also show you how you check for diastasis and then what is an easy fix, because like I said, this could be something that happens 6 months postpartum, or it could be many, many years. You're supposed to have a little bit of a separation. You can see that little separation above the belly button and below the belly button. But they say that you should only be able to fit 2 fingers or a finger and a half in that gap above the belly button and below the belly button to really test for diastasis. So it's best if somebody else helps you with this. I have some comfy pillows here. I'm just going to show you. But if you do a crunch and you feel this way and you can feel the separation, it should only be, like I said, 1.5 or 2 fingers. It shouldn't exceed that. So if it does exceed that, or if you're like, oh, I want to do a really effective ab exercise that's going to re-strengthen my core, this is an exercise that we adapted from a physical therapist. So let me show you how to do it. Make sure you have comfy pillows, because the last thing you want to do is cause neck strain or shoulder tension. So I've got a couple of pillows here. I'm going to lay on my back with my knees up, And once you get comfortable, everything's all set, you're going to arch your back, and then you're going to compress the lower back into the floor. When you do that, that helps to isolate the transversus muscles that you want to work on. Oh, sorry, you might not be able to see me. Scoot down just a little bit. Okay, so you're isolating those transversus muscles. Those are the ones that go across this way, not the nice six-pack that goes that way. So second step is you isolate and just mentally see those muscles in your mind knitting together. You're going to suck your belly to your spine, and then you're going to put your hands here on your quads. You're going to lift up slightly and push against your quads, and almost like these muscles are coming up. Your feet physically don't come up off the floor, because that would be for the lower abs, and you have to kind of pooch your belly out for that part. But again, trying to arch your back into the floor, hold really tight for these transversus muscles, and then bring your chest up ever so slightly as your legs provide resistance. And you hold that for 10 seconds. Breathe time. And after 10 seconds, you relax it. They find that if you do 10 sets, so that was 1 rep, if you do 10 of those just for 10 seconds a day, and then slowly each day increase it to 15, 20, your goal would be to try 10 of these and to hold each contraction for a minute, you will get those really nice ripped abs, six-pack, but you'll also have that really deep core strength that you want and minimize back pain. So I hope this has been useful, a little anatomy lesson to teach you about the different layers of the abs and also how to effectively work on that transversus abdominis muscle that will help your abs and then therefore help your lower back. On Thursday, we have a physical therapist, Karen Kowinski, who's tuning in. She's going to be doing a longer Facebook Live because she's talking about pelvic health and all of the things that are involved in postpartum pelvic health. But then it was very interesting to me that 50% of her clients are men too, who have pelvic health issues, and that affects their reproductive health, let's say. That would be the PC term. So she's going to be here on Thursday talking about that. And this week, Westview Wellness is opening up for massage for medical necessity, which means that you need a letter from your medical doctor to say that you need a therapeutic massage, or you need a letter from us as your chiropractors. If you've never been in, we could set you up for an examination so we can test and assess and make sure that the massage is medically necessary. You guys stay safe there wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Hope you'll like it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to add that in the comments. Thank you guys so much. Bye.